NATO-Generalsekretär Jens Stoltenberg war es offensichtlich auch wichtig, die militärischen Erfolge der Ukraine zu würdigen. Eine Botschaft, die auch in Richtung der Bündnispartner wie Ungarn ging. Ein Land, das die Unterstützung der Ukraine zurzeit in Frage stellt.
The first time we meet in this format, the first time we have a foreign ministerial meeting as a NATO-Ukraine Council meeting. Today we approved an ambitious work program for the next year. It includes energy security, innovation and interoperability. We also discussed the situation on the ground. Last year Ukraine won the battles for Kiev, Kharkiv and Kherson. This year they continue to inflict heavy losses on Russia. Ukraine has recaptured 50% of the territory that Russia originally seized. In the Black Sea, the Ukrainians have pushed back the Russian fleet and established routes for grain exports, bolstering global food security. Most importantly, Ukraine has prevailed as a sovereign, independent, democratic nation. This is a major achievement, a big win. As Ukraine has moved forward, Russia has fallen backwards. It is now weaker politically, militarily and economically. Politically, Russia is losing influence in its near abroad, not only in Ukraine, but in Caucasus and Central Asia. Russia is also becoming much more dependent on China. Year by year, Moscow is mortgaging its future to Beijing. Militarily, Russia has lost a substantial part of its conventional forces. Hundreds of aircraft, thousands of tanks, and more than 300,000 casualties. Economically, Russia is also under pressure. Oil and gas revenues are dropping. Russian banking assets are under sanctions. Over 1,000 foreign companies have stopped or scaled down their operations in the country, and 1.3 million people left Russia last year. All of this underlines Putin's strategic mistake in invading Ukraine. At the same time, we must not underestimate Russia. Russia's economy is on a war footing. Putin has a high tolerance for casualties, and Russian aims in Ukraine have not changed. Russia has amassed a large missile stockpile ahead of winter. And we see new attempts to strike Ukraine's power grid and energy infrastructure, trying to leave Ukraine in the dark and cold. I welcome that allies are continuing to strengthen Ukraine's air defenses. Last week, 20 NATO allies agreed to form an air defense coalition for Ukraine. This will help protect Ukraine's armed forces and cities and save Ukrainian lives. We are now transforming NATO's comprehensive assistance package into a multi-year program of assistance, helping Ukraine to transition from Soviet era to NATO equipment and standards, and make their forces fully interoperable with ours.
Damit volle Interoperabilität mit unseren Geräten und Ausrüstungen erreicht wird. Wir haben auch über den Weg der Ukraine hin zur NATO-Mitgliedschaft gesprochen. Die Verbündeten waren sich einig, dass die Ukraine ein NATO-Mitglied werden wird. Wir haben jetzt Empfehlungen ausgegeben zu den prioritären Reformen in der Ukraine, einschließlich des Kampfes gegen die Korruption, die Festigung der Rechtsstaatlichkeit und die Unterstützung der Menschenrechte und der Minderheitenrechte. Die Ukraine ist näher an der NATO als je zuvor. Wir werden das Land auf dem Weg zur Mitgliedschaft weiter unterstützen, ebenso auch den Kampf der Ukraine für die Freiheit.